Minnie is such a good friend. I hope all my subs have a friend like Minnie in their lives. Ayo guys, we are back on the rag grind because chapter 387 might not be what everyone expected or wanted, but it has some nuance that we can discuss. Minnie is back and I think that she is going to be our vessel for us the readers to get more information out of Chizuru. And before we begin, let me read you your YouTube Miranda rights. You do have the obligation to like this video and subscribe. Like, come on, we're almost close to 30,000. Let's just get there and okay, on to the video. And before we actually start talking about the chapter, oh my god, did you see the chapter page? It looks great. We have a little Konoichi Minnie and then like a Princess Chizuru in the back, but like in the whole Japanese setting. It looks awesome. I love it. But now the actual chapter, like I said, Minnie is the best friend you can have. She was off with her friends or doing some kind of work and she got Kazuya's text and she came back to the castle as soon as she could. I mean, she was supposed to come the day after Kazuya moved out, but she got there that afternoon. But she didn't come empty-handed. She brought Chizuru a souvenir and it's friendship miso buns. I think this is significant because Minnie might have a more serious talk with Chizuru, but not as Master's disciple, but as Chizuru's friend. She's already referring to Chizuru at first name basis, and that is a big thing in Japan. We do have a moment of Minnie just going gaga over Chizuru and validating Kazuya's obsession with her after Chizuru serves her a bountiful meal after returning to the castle. She served a beautiful Pacific Sari dinner, which in Japan signifies the coming of fall. It's time for that suffocating summer to leave, and in comes the changing leaves. Are we gonna see a change in these two? I do hope so, and I think this is the indicator for that. And then Minnie just goes for it. She starts asking questions about the date, and Chizuru surprisingly admits that she might be in love with Kazuya. But she does say it in this manner, like, oh, but you know, that's it, and it's just kind of frustrating because, like, why are you like this, Chizuru? You don't gotta be so nonchalant about it. But one thing to note is that her eyes are closed because she's obviously not being honest about her emotions and feelings. And as a good friend Minnie is, she is so pumped by this because this is the most honest Chizuru has probably been with her. She also mentions how Kazuya must have been so happy to hear that, and while Chizuru has her eyes closed, just look how giddy she is. It's all about the body movement. Just look at her. She is literally melting at the thought of her mans being happy about it. And Minnie unknowingly responds how she's looking really forward to what happens next to these two, but Chizuru shuts that down because for her, it's over. Because she can't continue leading Kazuya on, especially if that means that Kazuya has to rent her for family outings. And I feel like this statement just goes out to the haters. Because Chizuru is not after Kazuya's money and that she feels honestly guilty about it all. And because she loves the guy and she just feels like she's lying, even though, you know, I feel like those lies could just end right here. What I take from this is that she would open to a non-rental date for a family out. You know, like they're not officially a couple, but they are dating. And once again, closed eyes, she's trying to brush it all off that this has to end, but she's not being fully honest again. And like I told you, Minnie is our vessel and she tells it how it is. Why are you being so stubborn, Chizuru? There is too much progress here for it just to end like that. And that's when Chizuru finally wakes up and we see her eyes. Just remembering that Kazuya telling her that he loves her and he won't stop loving her is enough to make her honest again. And then curiosity sets in with Chizuru. She asks Minnie, did he say anything else? Maybe something about a kiss, because that's the only thing that she can think about, but she's too shy to even mention it herself and she gets flustered and leaves. I really actually expected Chizuru to mention the kiss because Minnie would find out anyway from Kazuya, but she's too shy right now. Minnie was really cracking that hard wall she had put around herself, and honestly, if she talked about the kiss, I think she would have said that she really liked it and it meant more to her. But this isn't for Minnie to find out. I think this is for Kazuya to find out. Minnie just starts thinking about how frustrating Chizuru is and how she didn't get any more information out of her, but there's still something missing here. There's been a lot of progress and Chizuru just wants to end it all. No, there is more to this. This isn't really what Chizuru wants. Her last thought is that they should have just kissed in the heat of the moment, and girl, you are right, but it has to be Kazuya making the move. And right on cue, we end the chapter with Kazuya still stuck on the kiss. And it actually might be morning now, or it's still midnight and he just can't sleep. Either way, he is going to be sleep deprived. Oh, if only he knew about our friends over at Manta Sleep. Tired of light ruining your sleep or using cheap sleep masks? You get light leaks, pressure, and zero comfort. But with a Manta Sleep mask, you get adjustable 100% blackout, zero pressure, and a deep sleep. My friends at Manta Sleep are offering a promo code, so use Dinky at the checkout and upgrade your sleep. Thank you to Manta Sleep, and back to the video. So guys, I know, this chapter didn't give us straight up answers. If anything, people will solidify their belief that Chizuru just doesn't have feelings for Kazuya, even though she's already said that she might be in love with him, and let's just remove the might. But this chapter had so much nuance with her body language and her eyes being closed, and when she was being so stubborn. Her eyes would be open at the moment of Kazuya doubling down on his love, and then her getting blushed thinking about the kiss. If she really didn't care about the kiss, why not talk about it? You wouldn't react like this if it was just a farewell kiss that didn't mean anything to you. The next chapter hint is, what did you just say? This can be anything, but what I assume is that Minnie is finding out about the kiss, but we end the chapter going back to Kazuya, so maybe it's up to Kazuya to tell her about the kiss, but it's still hard to tell. My gut is saying that this is all we'll get from Chizuru, but maybe Minnie finds out about the kiss and then we see her press Chizuru again one more time about the kiss and how she felt. Unless she actually moves out, it seemed like there's a possibility that Minnie can stay with Chizuru. It didn't seem like she asked about the movers or when she's leaving. We are still churning the gears here from the aftermath of the rejection and the kiss, so I'm not expecting a bombshell just yet. But what do you guys think? I know that we aren't getting the answers that we want in these last two chapters, but I do think that this chapter was better than last week's. We didn't get to see an inherently more honest Chizuru, but I think her body movement just gave it all away, and it's possible that Minnie isn't done investigating as soon as she receives more clues. So let me know what you thought down in the comments, and if you made it this far into the video, don't forget to hit the like button, that would help me out so much. And why not subscribe so I can get my own delicious Pacific Starry dinner, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Thanks for watching, I appreciate ya. No, but really, I'm hungry.